Federal President, President of the Bundestag, Excellencies, Chairman of Yad Vashem, my dear Holocaust survivors, ladies and gentlemen. Not even in my wildest dreams could I have dreamt of this extraordinary day. Here, in this very place, after many years of controversies, public disputes, debates, and then the Bundestag resolution of the 24th June 1999, the vision of Leah Roche and the people around her have taken place and has come true. And today, I'm standing here before you at the inauguration of this magnificent memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, and I thank you for it. I'm humbled by the honor bestowed on me and overwhelmed by the responsibility. For I am the voice of 6 million murdered Jews, of which 1.5 million were children. And I am also the voice of the lucky few, the voice of survivors. I'm the only one of my whole family who survived. I'm the witness to the unbearable crimes committed against humanity. Try not to see the elderly woman I am today standing before you, but an 11-year-old girl from Boryslav, a small town in former Poland. The date is 1st of July 1941, a significant date. The German army occupies our town. 3 days later, a pogrom. The first taste of our life was going to be under the rule of Nazi Germany. German authorities have given a free hand to the Ukrainian and Poles who attacked their unprotected Jewish neighbors. And I, an 11-year-old child, witness indescribable cruelty, murders, rape, and torture, bewilderment, total incomprehension. Why? Why is this happening? How can people, ordinary people, be so heartless and so cruel? Why is it happening to us? We didn't do anything wrong. Weeks pass. I have to wear an armband with a Jewish star. Why? I'm not allowed to keep my beloved animals, my cat and my dog. Why? My friends are not allowed to play with me anymore. And I am not allowed to go to school. Why? The time passes and the killings and deportations continue. Despair, degradations, hunger, humiliations, and still desperately trying to cling to the last shreds of dignity. This has become our daily life. On the 6th of August, Action, lasting 3 days, begins. My mother and I are in hiding, but we are discovered, and we are taken to a place where selection is made. I'm hanging desperately to my mother's hand, but I'm brutally separated and taken out to work to a different place from where I'm released a few days later. I never see my mother again. It was only after many months later that the rumors reached us about Belzet's death camp. And this is where she and the 6,000 other Jewish victims from the same transport were put to death. And again, the daily life, if one could call it life, devoid of any hope, continues. From action to action, trying to hide, building bunkers in the forest, escaping deportations, and the struggle to survive. Mean, desperate struggle. And all the time fear, paralyzing fear. My father and my brother Joseph were looking for a safe haven for me. So they approached our Christian friends, asking if they would shelter me. And those decent, brave people have taken me in their homes, risking their own lives, because hiding a Jew was punishable by death. And so I lived, controlling my emotions, hiding my identity, in constant fear of discovery. And when it became too dangerous for our friends to protect me any longer, my brother took me to the bunker in the forest, which he and his friend has built. Whilst I was hiding in the forest, my father, my brother, and his best friend were in a labor camp. They tried to escape, but were caught. And as warning to other Jews who were still in the camp, they were killed on the order of the inspector of the camp. It was morning of the 19th July, 1944, and 17 days later, on the 6th of August, Soviet army liberated our small town, Borisov. It happened such a long time ago, 60 years ago. Memories fade slightly, but are never forgotten. And so what are my thoughts and feelings as I stand here before you, gazing at my family, my son and my daughter, their partners, my grandchildren and my husband, who all traveled from far away Australia to be here with me, to protect me with their love and their support. What have I learned from my bitter experiences? I have learned that hatred begets hatred. I have learned that we must not remain silent, and that each of us as individuals must fight the evil of racism, discrimination, prejudice, and inhumanity. I have repeatedly said, because that's what I think, that I do not believe in collective guilt. And if I may paraphrase the great writer and exceptional man Elie Wiesel, the children of killers are not killers. We must never blame them for what their elders did, but we can hold them responsible for what they do with the memory of their elders' crime. It has been the lot of our people to confront the worst manifestation of evil in the human history. And yet, our oppressors have perished, and we have survived. And from this perspective, we face a future confident in the ultimate triumph of human spirit, of a brute force, a victory not only for Jewish people, but a victory of all decent people over evil. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.